Classic Restos is proudly brought to you by Shannons Insurance, Penrite Oil and Heron Forbes Machinery House. Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Classic Restos, but before we go any further, have a go at this. Shannons offer us as enthusiasts just so much more. Classic bikes, cars, trucks, bundle it all together with your house and contents and receive a multi-policy discount. Call Shannons on 134646 for a quote. Sign up for the Shannons Club, interact with others, list your car club, find events and so much more. The Shannons Club truly is your garage at shannons.com.au. For oil, coolants and additives, choose Penrite. They have stood the test of time. Established 1926. Australian owned, Australian made. Oil with more zinc for older style engines. No matter what the engine, no matter what the application. Contact the Penrite Technical Assistance Team 7 days a week at penriteoil.com.au. Oil right, use Penrite, simply a better class of oil. For some of the largest range of tools for all trades and DIYs, don't go past Heron Forbes Machinery House, established 1930, with branches around Australia and New Zealand. Their showrooms will have you browsing for hours, and no matter where you are, you can buy online at machineryhouse.com.au. From a garage jack through to a lathe, Heron Forbes has the range. machineryhouse.com.au. And on this week's event, we look at the Cool Cruisers Car Club as they put on their annual charity car show. Yes, my friends, the Cool Cruisers Car Club has done it once again. It has been 2 years since I was here last, and here we have another car show that has evolved and morphed itself into a super event. We are here at the Liverpool Catholic Club just southwest of Sydney, New South Wales, and this car event is open to all types of vehicles. And you know what? I think that is what keeps things interesting. So why don't you come with me now as we go and take a closer look? Come on. You know you want to. Moving through the Cool Cruisers charity car show here for 2015, we have Justin. How are you, Justin?
Not too bad, Fletch. Yourself?
Good, good. You know what? Your Mustang just stood out on the end of the line here. It looks like a fresh build. Is that the deal?
Oh, it's been on the road for 3 years now.
3 years?
Yeah.
You should see this. The first thing that smacked me around the head was its interior. What a beautiful pony interior, Justin.
Thank you. We imported it all from the States and got a trimmer.
Yep.
Just to do the seats, and we installed everything else ourselves at home.
Being part of Classic Restos, obviously we highlight cars that have been built in shops, we highlight cars that have been built in backyards. Where was yours done?
At home in the garage, in the driveway.
In the driveway. How cool is that?
That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes to show you can build just a good car at home, as like at a panel shop or whatever.
As long as you, I mean, the thing is, you've got a good know-how, and you've also saved yourself some dollars as well.
A lot.
Yeah.
And it helps. I'm in trade as well.
Yep.
And we've come from a mechanically minded family.
Yeah.
And my old man's always been around cars and stuff, and I've always followed him. Now I'm showing him how to do it.
Now, Justin, what was the condition of the Mustang when you got it?
In pieces.
Was it?
Yeah. It was sandblasted, so we knew what we were getting. There's no hidden rust or anything.
No Swiss cheese?
No. And if there was, we could see it straight away.
That's a nice part about Classic Restos. People that restore these cars and even preserve these cars is that you have saved the car's life.
Yeah. We have made it back to original a bit, with a little bit of our own taste to it.
Justin, what's the colour of the blue?
It's called Clearwater Aqua, but it's an original colour for the car.
It's just nice, isn't it? Nice transition of colour, verse interior.
Yep.
And before I go, I have to ask you, what powers it up front?
289 Windsor.
I had a sneaking suspicion he was going to say a 289.
Yeah, keep it authentic.
It's done very nicely as well, mate.
Thank you.
Justin, it's the first Mustang on the end of the line. It deserves an accolade. It's a credit to you. First cab off the rank on today's show. You're the first interview. Congratulations.
Thank you, Fletch.
You're welcome. Moving through, time for Graeme. Hello, Graeme.
Hello, Fletch. How's things?
Great. Couldn't be better. Yourself?
Yeah, good. I'm enjoying the day.
In 2015, how do you find a 1956 Chev like this that's had one owner? I mean, that's amazing stuff, Graeme.
I was over the auctions specifically to buy a Chev. I was looking for a 57, and next thing you know, late at night on the auction, up came this thing, and it was unbelievable. I could not believe it.
Isn't it beautiful? I mean, it might as well be a Buick or a Cadillac. It doesn't matter. I mean, this is just a glorious car. Every angle you look at. Again, we've got the two-tone paint highlighted with the stainless steel trims. I mean, that's just a thing they did.
Oh, it is, and it's even got air, this car. Wow. It's got factory air, and it's a four-door pillarless, which is even rarer.
I was just about to mention, being a pillarless car in 56 and four-door, that is rare.
They weren't popular. They were the bottom of the chain for an American person over in those days. And to find one, for us, I just love a four-door pillarless.
What a cool thing. What a cool thing. I mean, when all glass is down and it's all open inside that big massive area, it's the closest thing to a convertible, Graeme, isn't it?
It certainly is, and it's a joy to drive.
Yeah, and look at you driving along, eh? You'd be out, the wind to be blowing through your hair.
Well, not much hair left, but it's blowing there.
It's all blown off. You'd be feeling like a 19-year-old.
I do, and the colour draws everyone in. It's incredible.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's great. Graeme, thanks for being back on the show. You were on a while ago, a couple of years ago, but look, I love what you do with the with your cars, and as you said, being a recent addition to your stable. Look, you could keep on going for ages. Before what powers it up front?
This is the small V8, the 283, right? 283, and it's an auto, and it's got air and it's got steer, which is all you want in a cruiser today.
Well, you know, Chevrolet never built a bad V8. They never did from the launch in 1955 all the way through. Every V8 they built was a good one.
And that's right. And this has got no leaks, no nothing, and just purrs like a kitten. The bloke was 90 years old that I got it from.
Oh, the poor guy would have coughed dust.
Oh, at the auction, he came up over after I bought it and bought me every receipt this car has ever had. It's a Dallas car, never had repair on the body or rust or anything. Yeah. It's just, I won lotto that day. I won lotto.
Being Dallas too, good old Texas, you know, a relatively dry state. I mean, you did well geographically, body-wise for the car.
Yeah, it costs more to transport out of Dallas up to LA, but well worth it, well worth it.
Original interior, Graeme?
That's original car, totally. Not a repair, not a rust, not nothing.
Yeah, this is the nice part of my job, to find guys that find cars like this, these poor darlings that have been rescued. And, well, I mean, it's out the other side, it's now preserved, it's in good hands. And thanks for bringing it along today, Graeme.
Thanks, Fletch. It's one that's not leaving the stable, that's for sure.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Tie me down, spank me, slap me. This car's fair dinkum. You know why? Because it's got a chain around it. It's made out of plastic, but it doesn't matter. The man that turns up at a car show with a chain around his car is in the fair dinkum department. You're watching the 2015 Cool Cruisers Annual Charity Car Show, and you're watching it first on Classic Restos. Back with more after this.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannons,
We've also got Shannon's home and contents cover.
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be.
Shannon's.
Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
If you need a new piece of equipment for your workshop, you need Hare and Forbes Machinery House. From a garage jack through to a lathe, Hare and Forbes has the range. And Hare and Forbes Machinery House are Australian owned, established since 1930. You will be greeted by friendly, helpful staff, and you can buy from anywhere online at machineryhouse.com.au. Hare and Forbes Machinery House. Find your closest store at machineryhouse.com.au.
She could do with a bit extra. You'll need a bit extra doing this or this. They could all do with a bit extra. And you'll definitely need a bit extra here. our engines need the extra protection you get with Penrite's range of premium oils and lubricants engineered right here for every application under the harsh Australian sun. Penrite, a better class of oil used by a better class of mechanic, and available from over 5,000 outlets across Australia.
It's time for John on today's show. Hello, John.
Hi, Fletch. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thanks.
That's the way, mate. Hey, you're looking good here today. You look happy.
Oh, it's a great day out here at Liverpool, at the Catholic Club.
Hasn't this show evolved?
It has, yeah. I was here probably 2 years ago, and it's grown a lot since then.
It has. Yeah. It has. I can remember this field a while ago being around half full. Now it is chockers. This 48 Dodge. As soon as I saw this is beautiful. Have you done most of this work, John?
I got someone to do all the work for me. I am that skilled, so my profession isn't based on restoring cars. So I basically wanted to start off with something like a rat rod, and as time goes on, it changed. The ideas changed, and this is what I got today.
A checkbook restoration, that doesn't matter. You've outsourced, and that's good too, because that keeps our trades going as well, and I'm a big believer of that. This is a beautiful truck. I mean, how does it drive?
Oh, it drives excellent. Yeah, it's got all the 77 model CL Valiant running gear through it.
Oh, really?
So I try to keep it all Chrysler. Yeah, basically.
How tough's the old Valiant stuff, eh? You can shove it in a truck and everything's still good.
Oh, it goes well.
Yeah. What size is the engine?
318.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot to be said for the 318. In standard form, they weren't a neck snapper, but when it comes to durability, smoothness and torque, they were just a fantastic little plant, weren't they?
They certainly are, yeah. Turn the key, away you go.
Yeah.
It beats the old 48 reliability.
Absolutely. Now you've got the, as you mentioned, the interior's been changed. That's beautiful. It looks comfortable, John. Looks as you could just get in it and just drive anywhere.
Yeah, you can. I love doing it.
And the two pipes out back, very subtle, down low. Couple of pipes out there, hey, just keeps the hot rod in you, just keeps that tradition going, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It's a good feeling there.
Yeah, good on you.
Yeah.
All right, John, well, thank you so much for being on today's show and bringing this 48 truck along, because it does stand out in the paddock here today. Good on you, John. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Fletch. Appreciate it.
Moving through this fantastic event, the 2015 Cool Cruisers Annual Charity Car Show, and we have John Hamilton, the president. How are you, John?
Very good, Fletch. How are you?
Good, mate. Good. I don't know what you've done, but whatever recipe you have got, mate, just stick with it.
Well, you keep helping us out advertising, but we'd run a good day for the people. Everyone enjoys themselves. As you can see, we've got bands and things for the kids and things for the ladies. It draws the people in. It's only getting bigger and bigger.
John, I was here about 2 years ago. Not only have you almost doubled your numbers, but you've had to move over from the old premises and get a bigger field.
We have to get bigger fields, mate, and next year we'll have 2.
Isn't this good? And we're seeing this. We're seeing our classic car shows evolve. They're growing in numbers. And you know what's also interesting? There's more popping up as well. So people have got more choice as well.
More choice. If you've been around today, you would have seen the quality of the cars. And a lot more of them come in. We've had to turn cars away today. There's over 300 cars entered in here today, and we've had to turn them away.
And that's not a pleasant thing to have to do.
Well, it's not. Cars have to be judged, and it's something you can't do in 2 minutes. Yep. So we have to send them away, and they come back next year. So that's why we'll need 2 fields.
I'm sure they'll understand, and on for bigger things. Now, the charity this year, where's the money off to, John?
Half goes to Royal Flying Doctor, and half is going to Bear Cottage this year. We've sponsored about 8 charities in the 6 years we've been going. With a bit of luck today, we will top $100,000 to charities.
Isn't that good?
That's a lot of money for a little club with only 30 members.
Absolutely, 30 members. And I also remember when you guys started, which wasn't that long ago.
There was Barry, Ian, myself and Sean. That was it. There was 4 of us and our wives.
Yeah, isn't that good? Hey, that is a great accolade, John, and it's something to be very proud of.
Well, the club likes to support the charities and support the car industry. Like we all have our loves for these old cars. We try and get as many trade stands and things for the ladies, the blokes, everything in here for the day. They help contribute. We have the rock and rollers up there dancing. I'm going to do one after with you. That's all right. We might even sing a duo.
I didn't bring the right frock.
Oh, that's all right. We'll find one.
Now, John, website. People want to contact this club. How do they do it?
Yes, it's www.coolcruisers with Ks. Just get on there and you'll see our events all the time. Or love us on Facebook. The club's getting bigger and bigger all the time. We try to keep it at a level that's we can all get out and have a good time. We go to a few shows. We go out for barbecue days and a couple of nights out to the band We have the band that's playing here tonight comes down to our local club, and we go down there for a night out and have a feed.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good social club.
Yeah, good on you, John. Well done, mate. Keep up the great work, and thanks for having me back here this
Thank
year.
you very much, Fletch, and thank you for Shannons for looking after all of our old cars.
Absolutely.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Full throttle,
Moving through, it's time for Bob now. Hello, Bob, how are you?
Good, thanks, Fletch. And yourself?
Good, thank you. You know what? I don't know about you, but when I was a little kid and Dad's company car was a 245, when I was sitting at the traffic lights, if another Valiant pulled up next to us and I looked outside and saw a badge and it said 318 V8, instantly I thought, wow, I wish that was the engine that Dad had.
Likewise. Likewise.
Here we have, all these years later, a 1972 VH Charger, the shape that really helped to save Chrysler in this country for quite a few years. We had our performers before that, the 225 slant in the Pacer, and it was a mover for what it was. The 265 really put this shape on the map, but we've got a 318 car here today, which they're kind of rare, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
And what I love about this particular car, Bob, is you've got a very unique story. Where did you find it?
In the States, in Chicago, in fact.
See, it's just not even on the west side in LA. I mean, we're talking that's this car has done a lot of miles, and not necessarily reflecting that on the speedo either.
No, not at all. It's listed 71,000 original miles.
I love the colour, Bob. It's so period correct. Like I said, 72 VH. We've got that beautiful red striping around the grill area as well. High back bucket seats inside. Just such an original looking car from 1972.
That's the way I'm trying to keep it.
I can't get over the condition overall of this car. It is absolutely beautiful. Even sitting in the driver's seat and looking at the dashboard, and it takes you way back, doesn't it?
Well, thanks very much. Well, that's a real compliment coming from you. Thank you.
That's right. It's the only Charger on today's show, and I think it's certainly worthy. Bob, thanks for bringing it along. Love the fact that it was the Aussie Mopar went over and did us proud in the United States, and you brought it back, and I think that's pretty cool.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for being on the show, mate.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on there.
No worries. Classic American Iron is pretty cool, and if you'd like to see a ton of it, plus a whole lot more, you may consider a Fletch tour. Have a look at this. You deserve a Fletch tour. See the amazing Ford, GM and Chrysler Nationals at Carlisle events, along with museums and private collections in beautiful Pennsylvania, USA. Then it's the Motown city of Detroit and its region, taking in more die-hard stuff with incredible history. Rounding off with the Woodward Dream Cruise, the largest moving car cruise in the world.
One of the best things about a Fletch tour is you're really looked after.
It's something I've always wanted to do.
Very well organised. The tour company that put it together was great.
Go to classicrestos.com.au and click on the Fletch Tours icon for more information. Hope you're enjoying today's show. Back with more after this.
Every weekend around Australia, motoring enthusiasts get together to share their passion for cars and bikes. It's a passion that brings us together. All sorts of people, all sorts of cars and bikes. From the classics of today to the classics of tomorrow. At Shannons, we understand enthusiasts. So when it comes to insurance, it's got to be Shannons. Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
If you need a new piece of equipment for your workshop, you need Hare and Forbes Machinery House. Hare and Forbes Machinery House have showrooms around Australia and New Zealand that will have you browsing for hours. See the largest range of industrial and workshop DIY tools. You will be greeted by friendly, helpful staff, and you can buy from anywhere online at machineryhouse.com.au. Hare and Forbes Machinery House. Find your closest store at machineryhouse.com.au.
Penrite, Australian-made, family-owned and operated. Make premium quality engine and racing oils, warranty-approved coolants, automatic transmission and manual gear oils, a complete range of engine and fuel additives, heavy-duty and industrial products for every application. Visit penriteoil.com for more information. Penrite, Australian-made for Australian conditions since 1926.
One good thing about my job is finding things different. And boy, have we found something different here, even a different vehicle. How you going, mate?
Good, Fletch. How are you?
Hey, good. Hey, I like your shirt, the In-N-Out burger.
I go to America quite a fair bit.
Yeah.
And I go to the In-N-Out Burger. It's the best place ever.
Yeah, and if you don't feel like the burger, you can just have the In-N-Out.
That's it.
Now, we are sitting in something uniquely different here. We are sitting in a 1956 GMC panel van. Before I go any further, have a go at the bloody front on it. Look at the chrome. It's almost like the front of a Cadillac on this thing.
Well, it is partly designed from a Cadillac. It's got a Cadillac engine with a 4-speed automatic out of the early Cadillacs. I believe there's only 500 of them made, and this is one of them in Australia, and it was a very rare find.
Now, Bert, high dramatic transmission, right?
Yep.
And they ran through 1959, 1960 into the Cadillacs too, to my knowledge as well.
That's right.
Now, 6-cylinder engine here?
6-cylinder, 270 cubes.
I mean, I know it's a commercial vehicle and, top speed really is, well, it's quite irrelevant, but not a silly question. How does it go?
It goes quite good. It's got plenty of cubes. Yeah. And with the 4-speed auto, with the low gears in the back, it flies, this car.
Yeah, be quick off the line, right?
It's quick off the line. It even wheel spins into second gear for a original car. Yeah. It's not a bad.
Look at the steering wheel. First thing that I noticed with that steering wheel, it reminded me of the FX, FJ Holden steering wheel, the pattern there of where you rest your fingers there on the crossbar. We've also got this patina dash that is completely original from 1956. Nothing has been done to that. What's the story? Where did it come from? Who owned it?
I bought it from an old lady from Los Alamitos near Pomona. And she bought it for the son, and the son went to little school, big school, and then went to university and big university. And in 1979, it was put in the shed, and it was left there until 2012 when we took the car out of there. And I had to register it over there to get it out of the country, and nobody's going to get this vehicle at all.
Well, Bert, I tell you what, we're in the shade here, and I could sit here for another half hour or so chatting to you. This is an incredible vehicle. I'm glad you got me in a headlock and pestered the heck out of me to come and interview you. He was chasing me around the paddock for like an hour, but I'm glad you did. And inside the back here is so clean. It's just, it hasn't had a hard life. You can just tell.
It only had when I got it, it had a mattress in it.
Tell you what, I reckon the back of this vehicle's been up and down more times than a bride's nightie. What do you reckon, Bert?
That's it.
Bert, love your vehicle. Thanks once again, mate. Look after it, eh?
Thank you very much, Fletch. Thanks for the interview.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Classic Restos! I just think it's nice now to have on the show an Australian-made Falcon. We have a 1969 XW Falcon. We have Angelo. Hello, Angelo.
Good, thank you. How are you, Fletch?
I'm good. Have you had a good time today?
Yes, I will. Yeah, we'll have a good time, yeah. Very, very, very good time today. The weather was beautiful, sunshine, a lot of cars, a lot of friends.
I really love your 69 XW Fairmont. Beautiful car, original car. Tell me the story. How long have you had it?
I don't have it very long because I had another one, I sell it. I had a Malibu SS and I sell it, then I like to have it. One local cars which you find the parts easy and everything. Yeah. Awesome.
What does this car mean to you?
Oh, my second wife.
Now, Angelo, up front we've got the 302 Windsor there doing a great job.
Yeah, 302 Windsor, original model, nothing done it.
Yeah.
It's all original.
I see you've got the paint codes as well over the nuts and from factory.
That is all factory.
Yeah.
It's all factory.
Wow. Where do you find cars like this anymore?
I was looking long time ago, and here it comes.
Yeah. Inside too, the original interior. Look at this. The seats, beautiful.
It is original. Beds original. Seats original. Everything original, except the seat covers.
Yeah, they're not from the factory, are they, Angelo?
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not.
Look, it's an amazing car. Now, the paint, what colour is that called, Angelo?
Maroon.
Yeah?
Maroon.
Yeah, just maroon.
Yeah, just maroon.
Is that original?
That's original, yeah.
Yeah, that's just beautiful. Angelo, tell me, what country are you from?
From Greece.
Yeah.
I come from Greece.
Yeah, good. How long have you been here?
I've been a long time, over some 50 years.
Yeah.
Over 50.
Good for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, obviously, and a hard-working gentleman as that, eh?
Oh, well, have to work, otherwise you can't live, can't survive.
Yeah. I think it's very nice that you're here today and, to get to this stage of life and have a classic car that you enjoy, it just means so much, doesn't it?
It means so much to me. Yeah, it means so much to me, this car. Yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah.
All right, Angelo, well, thank you so much, and also for coming here today too and helping to make the Cool Cruises event what it was today. Thank you.
That was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed just some of the 2015 The Cool Cruises annual charity car show event. And in the meantime, classicrestos.com.au is the website that you need for the DVD box sets of the show, Classic Restos merchandise, contact information on joining us on a Fletch tour, and of course, the companies that advertise and support Classic Restos as well. As I say at the end of every show, until next week, no matter where you're watching the show from, please ride and drive safe. I'm Fletch, and I thank you very much for watching. You can like and follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Classic Restos TV and watch catch-up episodes at shannons.com.au. Classic Restos is proudly brought to you by Shannons Insurance, Penrite Oil and Hare & Forbes Machinery House.